necessary, and especially when it comes down to your money. Okay, why change is necessary when it comes down to your money. Welcome into everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. So listen, you guys, Miss Rosa, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you. So, hey, beautiful. Hey, welcome in. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. Truly appreciate everyone for being here. So, why change is necessary for your money in 2026, y'all? Why change is necessary? Miss Rosa, you reached level 12 in the fan club. Oh, I got a flash go already, y'all. Here we go with the shenanigans. I ain't even been on that long. Here we go. We have 14 people in the room. Oh, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. If we could send one finger heart per person. We have 13 people in the room. If you guys can help me out with my flash goal, be on the lookout for my post tomorrow. I sure will. Faith before proof. Welcome in. Welcome in. The hope. Thank you so much, you guys, for my friend, the Coconut Company. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing. Make sure you grab your daily heart, me friends. Make sure you go up and get the orange heart so you could be part of the community. Nay, welcome in, welcome in. But true, Coach Jennifer, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me, you guys. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. If you guys again, I have a finger heart goal, but I just wanted to say Happy New Year to each and every. Oh, the hope, welcome and good evening and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Coach Jennifer. Welcome in. Happy New Year, Nay. Happy New Year. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Happy New Year. It is 2026, you guys. For all the you watch my live for 100 days. Oh, Miss Rosa. For all the new people that are here, Happy New Year, the Hope Collective. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here, each and every one of you guys. I think I have some new people on here. So I'm just going to start off with, my name is Janine. I am a financial coach and I help moms get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt. So I did a little changes to my website. I'm not to my website. The website is coming. His word. Welcome in. Welcome in. The website is coming, definitely, you guys. But did some changes in reference to the bio, and her bio, and it will make sense why I invited you. Yes. So. Thank you so much, Coach Jennifer, for inviting. So I did some changes, y'all. Definitely. Because I feel like 2025 taught me a lot of things, you guys, and couple things that I just want to talk about, and I will align it to the money, right? Sometimes, God will, you'll go through seasons, because again, when I first came on here, I was talking to a target audience, and I realized through dealing with clients and just dealing with people, I needed to shift a little bit. So I want to just say that, especially in 2026, if God is welcome in, friend, welcome in. If God is shifting you in this season, when it comes down to your finances, listen, you are in the right place. So just people like they're just coming in or don't really know me or anything like that, my background. So I've been in healthcare for 15 years. And my background is pretty much like healthcare, finance. I've been on the finance side of healthcare, dealt with like insurance companies and claims and different things like that. And I've lived that life of the shift work. I used to work 7P to 7A for 10 years. So one of the reasons why I kind of shifted a little bit when it comes down to who I serve is because that's kind of like my expertise. Not to say that I don't serve other people and that I wouldn't coach other women, but I do specialize in healthcare moms and healthcare people. So healthcare, you think about, okay, healthcare is wide. It is. It's really wide. So if you are a nurse, if you're a CNA, whatever it is in healthcare, I think that the topics coming up, will be topics that's going to really align with you guys. So this is like part of the rebrand because that's my background. So I know how it is to feel, to also feel like in healthcare, as you guys, people that know, like, you get burnt out a lot. You sitting up there taking care of people or taking care of patients, and when you are constantly taking care of patients and being in that healthcare setting, by the time you come home or by the time you do anything, you don't feel like looking at these finances. So like that's like passion, experience, demand equals zone of entrepreneurial expertise. Yes. I love that, Coach Jennifer. I absolutely love it. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was nervous for the rebrand. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose people. I'm gonna lose, and I'm like, the messaging will change. It'll be a little different. But what I realized is, instead of me losing people, or people in my community, is going to be a little bit more aligned, right? So it's not to say that, oh well, she's just strictly talking to healthcare people, but if it resonates with you, it resonates. And so that was like the biggest thing. So again, you'll see the new profile pitch. I did a brand photo shoot probably like a couple months ago, and so, that's the new photo shoot. The website is coming. It's going to be active soon. Absolutely love it. We have 15 years experience in healthcare, and I primarily serve women as well. So you friend. So, oh my gosh. So yes. So the whole collective, you are in the right room. You're in the right room. And that's why I said, like, again, I felt like, oh, I'm going to be only talking to certain people. But again, like I said, I will still serve people, but my program is going to be specialized for my healthcare moms, because I know how it is, y'all. Okay. First and foremost, one of the things that I want to say, like, for my personal experience, I remember, sometimes I sit up there and talk about, like, when you adjust me, welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow. Sometimes I tell my my clients and my community is, you need to put some healthy steps when it comes down to your money, or not even steps, but systems in place, right, y'all? Because I remember, listen, because a lot of people think that, oh, when you make more money, you want to, all of a sudden I can save my money, or when you make more money, I can get out of debt. I remember, y'all, listen, and I know, my healthcare, my nurses on here, y'all can attest to this, right? I remember when I first hit the 6-figure mark, right? I made 6 figures, and I thought like, oh, I made it, y'all. I was like, oh, I made it, right? I was like, oh, bringing in all this money, and I'm like, oh yeah. But your girl still didn't have a savings account, nothing to show for. Anthony, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. So just because, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. And if you guys can help out, let me see if the flash goal is still on, y'all. If we can help out with the flash goal, that would be greatly appreciated. Let me see if I can pin it. We just need 3 more people for the flash goal. Trisha T, welcome in, super fan. Welcome in. And again, it's 1 finger heart per person. I think it's 2 more that we need. Trisha T, welcome in. I think it's 1 more. Thank you so much, you guys. If you could help out with the finger heart, truly appreciate it. Oh, we made it, y'all. Yes, we made it. We made the flash goal, y'all. Thank you so much again for helping out. So yeah, Happy New Year, friend. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for the popular. So I was just talking about the rebrand and why change is necessary, and especially for your money for 2026. So again, like, I was at the point, y'all, I made 6 figures, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'd have made it. But again, I still didn't have anything to show for it. I didn't have a savings. I didn't have an emergency account, fund. I didn't have none of that. So I say all this to say that, that's why, Michael, welcome in. I'm specializing in healthcare moms, right? Because I know how it is to have that shift work. I know how it is to work 7P to 7A. Dr. Trish, welcome back in. I know how it is to constantly, you sitting up there taking, best, welcome in. You taking care of patients all day. You taking care of people, family, whatever the case may be. So you're going to easily, eat out. In the hospital, I got 5 followers. Oh, great. Look, and now the room is rooming, right? I'm so glad you got it, friend. Congratulations. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, thank you so much. Yep, I'm glad you got it too as well. Thank you so much for your daily heart me. So yeah, you guys, like, I know how it is. Happy New Year, Loretta. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate all of the new people that are here. So again, I know how it is to be working that shift work, y'all. You constantly, again, and especially when you are taking care of people, you're in the service work, you're constantly, again, taking care of somebody, and the last thing you want to do is come home and look at your finances. So that's one of the biggest things. This is why, Myra, welcome, and thank you so much for the heart puffs. So this is like one of the reasons why I changed the brand a little bit. This is why I'm going to be focusing on healthcare, because one of the couple topics that I'm gonna be talking about is our mindset, y'all. Because I ain't gonna lie, like my spending, when I've been in healthcare, and as you know, like the nurses, Marcus, welcome in. As y'all know, it's easily to pick up a shift, right? It's easily to sit up there and justify. My spending was justified, y'all. I was like, well, I mean, I could just pick up an overtime shift. I could easily pick up, and not, and as people know, being in healthcare is just so easy to do that. Like you get bonuses, and all of that. And and again, I still had to, learn how to manage my money, right? I still had to learn how to manage my money, you guys, because I'm telling you right now, whether you're making six figures, whether you're not making six figures, whether you're in healthcare, you still have to learn how to manage your money. And it says in the word of God that when God can trust you with this small amount, he can trust you with more, right? He can trust you with more. So again, I just wanted to come on here, you guys. I'm so excited. It's essence. Thank you. It's absolutely important. Absolutely, you guys. Amen. And one of the things that I always say too, I'm sorry, you guys, my phone is like going up and down. One of the things that I say too is like, when Miss Street Talk, welcome in. When, I was in my older house, and stewarding my bills and doing things I needed to do and referencing my finances, it was allowing me and preparing me for the new season that God had me in. That's his, oh, thank you so much. Welcome in. So change may be necessary, you guys, for your money in 2026. So I want you guys to drop a word that describes how your money felt last year. Let me know, y'all. Dr. Trish, thank you so much for the 2026s. Let me know. Drop one word in the chat. How did your money feel last year? Right? How did your money feel? If you could describe it in one word. Scarce. Oh, Trisha T, you said scarce. Okay. Y'all said scarce. All right. Put it in the chat, you guys. How did your money feel last year? How did your money feel? Let me know. Tight. Oh, tight. E-nurse. Oh, minimal. Oh. Okay, y'all. Good. Okay, so people said tight. Ooh. I can definitely agree to that, y'all. I would say tight too. I ain't gonna lie. Have a good live day. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Trish. I would say that too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I would be like, ooh, it's tight. But I feel like it still did what it needed to do, y'all. It still did what it needed to do. But I feel like it's so important for 2026, you guys, especially in January. I think we come up with these New Year's resolutions. Like I need to do, make these drastic changes when it comes down to your money. Like, okay, now I'm just gonna save $5,000. I'm not gonna do all that. But I want you guys to think about, if you could think about, sometimes God calls you to shift, right? And I want you guys to think about shift. Clarity comes when you shift, right? So instead of you thinking about like all of the things that you want to do with your money, or if you're like, oh, I need to save, I need to pay off debt, I need to do all of that. I want you to think about bills were going on. Bills were going on credit cards. So very stressful. Yes, Rose, I get it. So that's why I want you guys to think about how you can shift this year. And I know it's like easier said than done, but that's why we all are going to be here, building up a community where we can have a safe space when it comes down to talk about our finances, right? So, you may have been doing things one way in 2025 and maybe it didn't work for you. Maybe you did stuff another way and you was successful, but you still want to refine some things. So I just really want to encourage each and every one of you guys that God is calling all of us to shift. So sometimes God calls you to shift. Okay. And sometimes New Year's blessings. Oh, New Year's blessings to you too, Todd. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So sometimes shift doesn't mean that you failed, but it means God is preparing you for what is next. Did y'all hear me? I just want to say it again. Shift doesn't mean you failed, but God is preparing you for what is next, right? So you like, oh, you know what? I need to shift the way I did my money, or a word. He is trying to prepare you guys financially. He may be saying, I want to bless you, right? Financially. I want to give you, Ashley, welcome in, friend, welcome in. I want to give you that, hey, friend, welcome in. I want to give you that raise, right? Hey, everyone, Dr. Melvin, welcome in. I want to give you that increase, but I don't know if you're going to be able to handle it, because a shift can be uncomfortable. Miss Leslie, what? Oh my gosh, y'all. Shift can be it's so uncomfortable a lot of times. I'm just going to say it. Shifting can be uncomfortable a lot of times, but a lot of times when God is shifting you, or he's shifting your money, right? I'm telling you, prepare for Ela. Welcome in, prepare. Thank you so much, you guys, for the roses. Prepare for the blessings and the populars that's coming after it. Okay, prepare for it. So God may be looking at you and saying, thank you so much for joining the Heart Me. Thank you so much, Ela. God may say, listen, change is necessary, you guys, for 2026, right? So listen, I'm not going to be sitting up there saying like, oh, I just want y'all to be doing like, all of the things, all of these changes, because we can do, you can reference to your money. You can just be like, oh my God, like I want to save, I want to do this, and the third, and you can get overwhelmed. So I want you guys to put in the chat one thing that you want to focus on this year in January in reference to your money, right? Here, what's one thing that you want to work on? And I'm going to actually recommend something, but I want to see where y'all at in the chat. What's one thing? If you could focus on one thing this month, what would it be? What do you want to do better? Do you want to do better with the budget? Do you want to do better with your savings? Do you want to do better with like debt? Let me know in the chat. Budgeting, okay. Planning, okay. Sinking funds, okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. Listen, I love all of these. Okay, let me see what else, y'all. What do you want to do differently with your money in 2026? Do better with budgeting. Oh, everybody say it, budgeting. Okay, emergency fund savings. Okay. For my YouTube. Okay, y'all. More income, sticking to it. Okay. Listen, I absolutely love these answers and these questions. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say to you guys, right? I want to ask everybody, and I'm pretty sure I think I know the answer, but I'm just going to say, let me know in the chat if you track your expenses. Let me know. Hello, how are you? Hello, Bob Marley. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know if you guys track your expenses. Yes. Oh, happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. Yes. Oh, spreadsheet. Nope. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What? Oh, y'all surprised me. Because I'm not going to lie. I thought that the majority of the people would say nope. Ener said nope. Okay, happy New Year. I wish everybody. Ooh, listen, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I thought majority of people would say no. Okay, so here's a couple things, right? So, because I'm like trying to read the room. So, all of the people that said they don't track your expenses, that's the first homework assignment I'm going to have for y'all. Track your expenses for the whole month of January. That's where I'm going to have you start. I don't want you to do anything else. We're doing a savings challenge too as well, y'all. For all the new people that are here, y'all going to see some information coming out. Let me know, or if you guys are going to be interested in the savings challenge that we're doing. I'm going to have all the information out, and y'all could be able to download it, and we are going to start it next week, you guys. So let me know if you are interested in the savings challenge that we're doing. It's free. Again, it's going to be a digital download. You can download it, and we're definitely going to be saving. So if you're interested in the savings challenge, put saving in the chat, you guys. But again, all my people that said nope to tracking your expenses, I need you to start there. Now, if you're like, Janine, okay, I need to know how to track my expenses, savings. Okay, good. All right, I'll send you the information. Savings. Okay, good. Savings. All right, all of y'all. Good. I'm so excited, y'all. So excited. Listen, this is, this is the prime time for you to, again, it's a kickstart of the year. You guys probably are aware of, how they have plenty of savings challenges. And if you start at the beginning of the year, it has like a small amount. And then all of a sudden, as the months go on, you can save more. So it's great to start the January off with the savings. Okay. So I see it over there on Facebook. All right. So again, all the people that said nope in reference to tracking your expenses, I want you to start there. All the other people that say, yes, you track your expenses. Okay. I think a lot of people said budgeting and y'all trying to, and that may be an area that you want to work on. So let me know, you guys, like put it in the chat. When it comes down to budgeting, what is the most frustrating part about it? What is the most, is it because like you don't know how to do it, or is it do you have any routines when it comes down to budgeting? I just Flourish, welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. Let me know in the chat, like budgeting is, hey girl, hey friend, welcome in. Let me know, like, I mean, budgeting is it's kind of like broad, y'all. So I'm like, I want to help, but it's like, let me know if you guys could really if you really could just maybe explain a little bit more like how I can help in reference to budgeting. Because you know what I could do, and I think I am going to do, you guys. I may do a mock budget, and I'm gonna do a live where we can work through like these steps on, like if you, let's say you got paid $1,500, right, on a bi-weekly, and then how would I budget that money, and maybe show y'all in real time how would I actually budget it. Not taking more on, eliminating unnecessary expenses. Ooh, yeah. Yep, you love it. Yes. Eliminate unnecessary. And you know what? This is the prime time, you guys, to be looking at your subscriptions now, because as January, the annual renewals come in, so this is the prime time to be eliminating unnecessary expenses. Look back and see like what you you used in 2025 and maybe what you need. So yeah, you guys, so biggest things, again, I want to say, when change is necessary for your money in 2026, I want you guys to also know January is a season for focus and not pressure. I don't want you to pressure yourself when it comes down to New Year's resolutions. I'm just going, Shamia, welcome in. Welcome. Like New Year's resolution, I'm going to save 5,000 this year. I want to save this. I want us to really pay attention to like what is God nudging you to do, right? Like, what do you want to do differently when it comes down to your money this year? This month, God slows us down enough to notice patterns. Like, what is the patterns? Like, what are some of the things that you want to work on in 2026? Faithful, welcome in, friend, welcome in. So another question, you guys, I want to ask, let's see, so when it comes down to your money, you guys, do you believe what worked last year? Thank you so much for your daily heart me. Do you believe that what worked last year will work this year? I'm looking at these engagement questions and I'm like, this is not, listen, y'all, like, I'll be preparing for these live, but this ain't a good one. That ain't a good question, y'all. That's not a good question. So we talking about change. I'm just looking at this, y'all. Ashley, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So again, why change? Not necessarily. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. So let me know what you're talking about in reference to e-nurse. Let me know what you're talking about. Because I know, did you say that you didn't track your expenses? Let me know, y'all. Again, and for, I feel like it's like, I want you guys to, to think about, yes, you do. Okay. Yes, you do. Or no, you didn't. Let me know who you're talking about. Let me know. But again, I want you guys to think about some, one change. So we said budgeting. I think I'm sorry, y'all. This phone is like, it's like sliding down. I think I'm gonna do a live when I literally break down. I think there is always room for financial improvement. No, I didn't. Okay. Yes, there is always room for financial improvement, and I totally agree. No, you didn't. Okay. All right, E-Nurse, I think I understand what you said. Wait, you said you didn't track your expenses, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why, like, I'm like flustered a little bit. I don't know. But I just really want to talk about like the change, right? Why change is necessary. Rose, it's like, I'm like, maybe because it's like, well, I'm like, wait a minute, y'all. I'm like, your girl's flustered. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Rose, you laughing at me. Oh my God. So again, I was like, because I'm looking at these notes, y'all, and it's not even like reading what what I wanted to say. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna say. But anyway, when it comes down to listen, I said y'all laughing at me. Listen, correct. Okay. Y'all like, girl, get it together. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. I'm just trying to get it together. And I'm thinking of so many things. Hello, Diana, welcome in. I'm thinking of so many things at one time, y'all. I'm okay. Just a beer worship. No, listen, I ain't even listen. I was trying to hit that one, okay? But no, honestly, you guys, I want us to focus on some change in the new year in 2026 when it comes down to your money. And just like we said, change feels uncomfortable, but it's required. It's required. And one of the things that I was bringing it back to the rebrand of why I am going to be talking specifically to healthcare moms and people in healthcare, because again, a lot of times, you know, we get burnt out from taking care of people, taking care of your loved ones. And one of the things that I want to talk about is, you know, how we can put some systems in place when you're mentally exhausted, when you don't have no more welcome in, when you don't have no more in you, you tired from, you know, being a mom, working all day, taking care of each and every, you know, patients and stuff like that. And then, you know, having some systems in place to be able to carry you. So a couple things that I want you guys to think about is some money routines that kind of really transform our finances. One of the things is I am a paper person, so I write down my budget and I do a paycheck by paycheck budget. So when I say paycheck by paycheck, every paycheck, you guys, I am doing a paycheck tracker sheet. I would recommend, I know a lot of people were saying about budgeting. One of the things that I will recommend for each and every one, make sure like you have to create a routine that's going to work for you. And instead of you looking at your money in like the monthly view, I want you to look at it in paychecks. And one of the things that I also talk about is the split paycheck method. So we can go into more details about, you know, what that is and splitting your bills. But I want you to think about what routines do you want to put in place in 2026 when it comes down to your budget. Another thing I want to ask you guys, when it comes down to you getting paid, do you basically assign your money a job before the check comes in, or do you wait until like after you get paid and then you're trying to figure out what you need to pay? Let me know in the chat. Do you organize your money before it comes into your account or after? My money has a job. Essence. Okay. So do you assign it before your money gets there or after? Before. Good. Love. Okay. Before. Let me know you guys put in the chat before or after, because it's really good. Before. Nice. Okay. Okay, so before. So again, these are one of the like solid foundation. Organize my money before. Absolutely. Because one of the things that you guys that you don't want to do is when your money hits your account, you scrambling about like, okay, what do I have to pay, or what's coming in or what's coming out. That you definitely don't want to do that, like, you know, when it gets there, because then a lot of times you may miss something, you may miss the bill. So, you know, organizing your money by paycheck. If you get paid every 2 weeks, then you need to be doing this every 2 weeks. If you get paid weekly or monthly, then I will say that's a little different. If you getting paid monthly, I would say that if a person is getting paid monthly, I would still break it down into every 2 weeks, but I would probably be a month ahead. So if I'm only getting a check on the first, I'm going to probably work through my finances and look at my expenses and look at that maybe the month of January, but also be focusing on February as well, because you only have 1 month to organize your money. And you want to make sure that you're ahead of the bills and not behind. Also, to put in the chat, you guys, if you separate your money, let me know. Do you have different accounts when it comes down to your money? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Put different if you have different accounts, or put same if you just have one account that has all your money in it. let me know. Let me know. And because I would say, you know, same essence. You said same. Hello, Anika. Hello. Different Rose. Ooh. I only get paid once a month. Okay, so Diana, do you have all of your money going into one account, or do you have a different? Yes, different. Let me know if does all your money go in one account, and do you split it? Or Coach Rhonda, welcome in one account. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the fan club. I mean, for your heart me. Minna, welcome in. Okay, so one of the things, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but one of the things that I would say, you know, we got to organize our money, right? So you should be having at the minimal 2 accounts. One account should be your bill account. The second account should be your spending. Separate your money. I'm just going to tell each and every one of you guys, separate your money. You need to make sure you separate it. Don't have everything coming out of that one account, because when we need to track our expenses, when we need to understand, thank you so much for the 2026s, Coach Rhonda. Thank you so much. When you need to understand your spending and how you want to cut some things, what you don't want to do is have everything going into one account and it's like totally unorganized. So that's the first thing that I want you guys to do. Separate your money. Separate your money. You have to. Even if you're getting paid once a month, I still would have 2 different accounts. That once a month check will go into my checking account and the bills will go out of there. And then I would transfer money into another account. That's where I spend. That's where I do my groceries. Because what I want you guys to understand is your patterns when it comes down to your money. What's your patterns? How much do you spend? Do you spend out of exhaustion? Do you spend out of tiredness? Do you spend and all of these things? Like, so we just want to really have it in an organized way. Teresa, welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. So this is like the easiest way. Good evening, friend. Good evening. Truly appreciate you for being here. And this is the easiest way to do it, you know, and especially like I say, you know, for all of my nurses here, when you are, you know, again, we want to be able to put some systems in place for when Happy New Year. When we tired, when you done worked all day at the hospital, you don't feel like cooking, you don't feel like looking at your finances, you don't feel like doing any other things. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda, for your friendship necklace. This is why it's so important, you guys, to make sure we put in some systems in place. Okay, so these are a couple of things that you know, that we can do in reference to our money. But also too, you know, just know that, you know, January change is necessary, you guys. Change is necessary. 2026. If you've been doing, you know, a certain way in reference to your budgeting and you just feel like your money is sporadic and it's all over the place, I want you again to think about one thing that you want to do, you know, this year. I think it's also too, when you're trying to do 1,000 things at one time, it just could be so overwhelming, right? It could be so overwhelming. So again, for the people that don't track their expenses, listen, that's the only thing I want you to do. Track your expenses this month, because tracking your expenses will expose you to your money. I track account through a budget. Okay. Diana, let me know what you mean, friend. You check it through a budgeting app, maybe? Is that what you're saying? You track it through a budgeting app? Because I track mine through a budgeting app as well. Some people use like spreadsheets, you can use budgeting apps, but you kind of just really want to be able to to have those budget categories and see how much you are spending. Like I could just tell you, like last month, y'all, I could look at my expenses and say that I spent way too much in fast food last month. So I got to reel it in January. Budgeting app. That's what I figured. You said, okay, you track it through your budgeting app. Okay. So then also too, okay, so you track it through the budgeting app. So do I. So then, you know, and again, you guys, when you're tracking your expenses, you can kind of see the patterns, right? You can kind of see like Oh, you know what? I spent like 200 last month on fast food. Let me reel it in. Tracking your expenses will keep you aware of the patterns that you have with your money. And then that way you can always adjust it. You can always adjust it. But again, I wanted to come on here and really talk about like why change is necessary with your money, and why we have to shift and move, and how it's just, how it can just align to January and 2026, right? It's so important that, I think a lot of people had different struggles last year. I know one thing, I'm going to do a live, you guys, on just budgeting especially like for entrepreneurs. I want to put in the chat if you are an entrepreneur. Put it in the chat if you're a live host. Put that in the chat, because I feel like this has came up a lot of times for me personally, for a lot of people on this app. The spending on here. Listen, let me know, you guys, if you're a TikTok live host or if you're an entrepreneur. Live host, yes, okay, definitely. Not yet. Rose, you think about it? Oh, not yet. Oh, okay. Not yet. Okay. Oh, you definitely should, Rose. You definitely should. Like, if you definitely if you're definitely interested, let me know. Let me know if you want to become a live host, definitely. So one of the things that I have just constantly like heard, and one of the things I'm doing, right? So I don't never, say anything. I'm watching and learning. Oh, Rose, are you? And that's the best way to do it. Make sure you watch and learn it and you see if it's for you. One of the biggest things that I have done for just me personally, and just like I said, you guys, is split the paychecks. If you're a live host and you have actually, like, it's an actual business, I make sure that any refresh for the coins is coming out of my business account. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys, making sure that you are aware of how much you're spending on this app. And I think that, again, this has been said in so many different rooms and different things. And I feel like, this app is just designed for us to spend our coins, y'all. Let me know. Do y'all feel like that it's just designed for us to spend our coins? Do y'all feel like that? I'm like, because I looked at my expenses yes, Teresa, yes, okay. Listen, I'm not alone. It's like, listen. And again, you do gotta have like some self-control. Listen, you definitely gotta have some self-control. I'm like, ooh, one of the things that I was telling somebody, that one of the things that you can do, like if you're not pulling it out of like a business account, put it on like a prepaid debit card, right? Y'all could put it on like a prepaid debit card and maybe refresh the coins and put some friction in between, like you just refreshing your coins. I think it's nothing wrong to come on here and make sure you supporting your favorite creator, but just make sure you do it so it doesn't hurt you in the long run in reference to your budget. So I just wanted to say that I think I want to do like some things just for my TikTok live host, because I know it's hard to just, manage your money and manage your coins on here. And I think also too, you have to remember that I think it's good to support, maybe the top 3 creators that you feel like you're getting value in their room. And that sometimes we can't support everybody, but then also too, y'all, as y'all know, support looks different. That may be tapping the screen, that may be sharing it out, that looks different. But I think that we just need to be aware of it and, just make sure that we're paying attention to it, y'all. But I definitely want to say that, because I just seen like, a lot of people spending a lot of coins when it comes down to this app, definitely. But also too, like, let me see. So just want to talk about, you guys, again, the rebrand, right? So as you guys seen, the profile picture is different, the description is different. And again, I'm definitely going to be targeting healthcare moms, people in healthcare. Most Moto, welcome in, because I understand the burnout. I understand the burnout, again, the mental exhaustion to be making good money and you still don't have anything to show for it. So I definitely want to speak to that target audience. Is your mic on? Yes. Can you hear me? Let me know. It should be on. Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. It should be on. We can hear you, but it sounds like it's coming. Oh, we can hear you. I'm like, wait a minute. It sounds like it's coming through the phone. it sounds like it's coming through the phone. Like, does it sound different? Maybe I need to watch the replay. Oh, it's just usually coming through the phone. Let me see. Yes. Okay. I'm about to say, yeah, thank you so much for the populars. I'm about to say, yeah, it is coming through the phone. Like, does it sound a little different? Let me know. Maybe I need to watch the replay, y'all. We're hearing you just fine. Oh, okay, good. Let me Ghost Moto. Don't be coming in here making me all nervous. Like, wait a minute, can they hear me? Oh my God. Maybe as you said, it's coming. Maybe it sounds like no words. You're just doing your thing. I'm like, wait a minute, could they not hear me this whole time? I'm about to be freaking out, y'all. Yeah, but again, I'm so excited for some of the things that's going to be coming up in 2026 for my community, and just again, the rebrand, and the target audience, and who hey Kimmy, hey, welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for liking out the live. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Welcome in. So again, we just talking about, you guys, why change is necessary for your money in 2026. Why it definitely is necessary. Let me know, you guys. You talked about what is one thing that you, again, just stopping by to say, hey, thank you so much for stopping by, friend. Truly appreciate you. Let me know, you guys. And one of the things that I want you guys to know, clarity always comes before change. Clarity always comes before change. What are you asking God to give you clarity for when it comes down to your money? Well, if there's one thing in reference to being clear about your money, what would that be? Clarity always comes before change. I totally agree. Totally agree. Let me know in the chat, you guys. If it was one area that you're asking God to give you clarity in reference to your money, what would that be? What would that be? And then also, what's one area have to go? Okay, let me know. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. Oh, super. Hey, Trisha, you came back in, friend. Welcome in. Creed, welcome in. Let me know, you guys, about what is one area that you believe that God is most motor. Oh, you're looking at the cart, friend. Yes, the cart had. Yes, I had the shower long afternoon. Oh, I get it, friend. Thank you so much for coming back in. I truly get it, definitely. But I was talking about one area that you're asking God for clarity for when it comes down to your money. What's one area, y'all? And I guess if y'all was answering like budgeting and stuff before, but like, what else do you want to change in reference to your finances this year? What is one thing that you want to change in reference to your finances? Are we getting your book and journal in 2026? What? My budget journal, most photo. Listen. And it's so crazy because I'm glad you said that. I literally went to Target today, y'all, and I was looking for like a budget journal or whatever. And I was pissed because I didn't really see anything that I liked. And I'm just like, I could just create this myself. And I have created so many pages that I probably just need to make one in February of 2026, right? I don't think I had a date for that. I did the rebrand. The rebrand is starting to roll out in 2026, but the budgeting journal, I don't have that yet. She arrives, welcome, and thank you so much for liking out the live. The budgeting journal, I don't have that yet, but the rebrand, definitely that's coming. Change the profile, change the the bio. The website is coming very, very soon. I will have some products on there to help out. We also are doing a savings challenge. So we're doing a savings challenge next week. So let me know if you are interested. Okay. We definitely want to start January with a bang. So if you guys are interested, I know some people said savings in the chat. So I am excited about that. So let me know. But the budget thing, I didn't start it yet. And that's gonna take some time for sure, because I would want it to be a certain type of way. But I need to. Yeah, that's right. The budgeting journal was in the mark of this year. That's right. I can't wait. The budgeting journal I definitely need to work on. for sure. Because I know, you know what, I was, again, like I said, I was looking in the store and they didn't even have what I wanted or the way that I wanted it. I definitely need to create my own for sure. I do have like the pages and everything like that. That's like the inserts into the journal, but like I didn't create that yet. But yeah, you guys. So let me see. Like I just feel like I don't know my topics, y'all. I feel like I'm a little off today. I don't know why. I don't know why. But Happy New Year's to each and every one of you guys. I want you guys to start off the year strong when it comes down to your finances. Why change is necessary for your money in 2026? Change is necessary, y'all. Change and pivoting and moving is so necessary when it comes down to your money. If you are doing it a certain way, it's almost motivated nurse. Welcome in, welcome in. It's almost like you are doing the same thing, but then you're expecting a different result. That's like insanity, right, y'all? We don't want to do things, a certain way, and then we're expecting a different result. We don't want to do that, y'all. So again, I want you guys to think about some things changing. What are you pivoting? What do you want to do differently when it comes down to your money this year? What do you want to do? When it comes down to your money and the things that you want to work on, what do you want to do? Let me know in the chat. I would say for me, you guys, so here's one of the things that I'm working on, right? So I said, listen, I wrote this down already because your girl is a planner. I'm planning on 2 trips this year and I want to cash flow both of them. So one of the things that I realized is that me cash flow on both of the trips is going to have me not pay off as much debt as I want to. So one of the things that I want to encourage you guys when it comes down to your finances and when it comes down to your money, make sure you're realistic in what you are trying to work on. So if you know that maybe you have some trips coming up, or maybe you have big events this year and you still want to pay off debt, or you still want to save, make sure that it's realistic to what you want to do, because what we don't want to do is set these unrealistic expectations of our money, and then we're frustrated when we don't meet them, when technically the expectation or what you wanted to do for the money was kind of like, it was just unrealistic, right? So I know I said to myself, like, oh, I want to pay off my last 3 credit cards this year, but then I also want to cash flow 2 of these trips. So in order for me to cash flow 2 of the trips, I know I'm probably not going to be able to pay off the 3rd card. So this is one of the things that I want you guys to think about. What is important to you 2026? If you're trying to focus on debt, if you are trying to focus on saving, make sure it's realistic for you. It's something that you can do, because what we don't want to do is set these high expectations in reference to our finances, and then we're frustrated when we don't reach them. So you guys, for 2026, write down one goal that you have for 2026. Put it in the chat for your finances. Miss Lisa, welcome in, welcome in. What's one goal you have for your money? What's one goal y'all have? Let me know. Y'all are quiet. I'm like, man, y'all are quiet. What are y'all doing over there? What is y'all doing? What's one goal you have for your money? Hello, friend. Hey, Dream Press, welcome in, welcome in. Let me know what's one goal. Miss Lisa, how are you? Were you live, friend? Let me know if you were live. And also put in chat. I just got off live. I figured you just got off live. You got off early, friend. Wow. You got off early. Did you start early? Put one goal in the chat, Miss Lisa. We were talking about money goals too. Exactly. What's the money goals for 2026, y'all? Put one goal in the chat. Yes, I started early. I figured. I was like, wait a minute, you getting off at now? You definitely started early. One money goal for 2026, y'all. And put it in the chat. What's one goal you want to reach? If you like, Janine, if I don't do anything else, I just want to at least do this, right? At least, what is one thing in reference to your finances that, you know what, I need to at least do this one thing. If I don't do anything else this year, for 2026, I go between 7 and 8. Oh, listen, you done changed your time frame. Oh, congratulations. You said 7 p.m. to 8. Oh, so you don't want it. So you not going late anymore. You're not going late anymore. cut my debt in half. Trisha T, I love that, friend. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, y'all, for some feedback. You said cut your debt in half. Love it, love it, love it. I absolutely love trying to go on a trip. Okay. So Diana, Miss Diana, do you want to cash flow the trip? Generational wealth. Okay, Dream Press. Okay. But when you say generational wealth, right? Is there one specific goal that you have in reference to generational wealth in 2026? So let me know if there's one specific goal. Cut my debt in half. My goal is to see where I wasted money in 2025 and deposit it into my investment accounts. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, cash flow it. Okay. I love this. Savings. Okay, Dream Press. So let me know, friend. Savings, because I tell people one of the things that, and I tell my community and I tell people, I need you to be a little more specific with the goals. So savings, so Dream Press, I want you to think about, do you have a certain amount in mind that you want to save in 2026? And again, you don't have to say it here, but I want you to think about a certain amount, because I feel like the more that we are specific with our goals, the better it is. Because sometimes when you're so like generalized about it, then it kind of can put you in this like area of like, oh, well, I kind of wanted to save, I kind of wanted to do things. But when you are specific and we write it down, then we're like, okay, this is what I need to do. Because one of the things that I always say, you guys, whatever it is that you want to do, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart. Whatever you want. Let's say that you say, Janine, I want to save $5,000 this year. Then one of the things I would say, you know what? Divide that $5,000, and you can do it one or two ways. You can do it where you divide it into monthly, so divide it by 12, or let's say you get paid every 2 weeks. You can divide 52 weeks? Is it 52 weeks in a year, y'all? 52 weeks by the 5,000. So you will know every time I get paid, I need to save X, Y, and Z. So then that way you're not figuring out like, oh, how much do I have to save? It'll be a little bit more organized to what you want to do. Now, again, there'll probably be weeks or times where maybe you can't save because something happened, but at least it'll be a little more specific. But I love that, love that, love that. Y'all say y'all want to cut the debt in half. So all the people that are working on the debt, do you have a debt strategy? Let me know. Do you have a strategy of how you are paying off your debt? And then the next question would be, did you write down all your debt? Like, do you know your numbers? Do you know how many, all of the people that you owe and the balances and stuff? Let me know. Wanted to make a certain amount. Oh, so Diana, you wanted to make a certain amount on here? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Let me know if you're talking about wanting to make a certain amount. And you said you wanted to cash flow your trip as well. So one of the things, yes. Oh, okay, nice. So one of the things I also want to say, so if you wanted to cash flow your trip, one of the things that I would encourage you to do is, yes, I write down all my numbers. Okay, Miss Leslie, yes, I love that. One of the things, Diane, that I would recommend you do, price out and do some estimates on how much you think your trip is going to be, the flights, the hotel, all of that. And let's just say if you do the estimates and let's say it's 2,500, then that way, let's say if you want to go on the trip in 6 months and it's around 2,500, then you can divide the 2,500 by 6 months. And then that way you'll know, in order for me, and again, it could be a rough estimate, in order for me to cash flow this trip, and it's 6 months away from, now I need to save X, Y, and Z. I need to save 200 a month. That way, again, you guys, we want to be a little more organized when it comes down to our, our savings, our debt. Same thing. If you're on a debt-free journey and you're like, I want to cut my debt in half. Let's say you say, you know what, I want to pay, need a strategy on how to cut the debt. Okay. Yes, we can work on a strategy on how to cut the debt. Beryl, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Happy New Year. So if you guys were saying that you want to work on your debt strategies, right? And let's say that you say, I want to pay off 5 credit cards this year, Janine. Okay. First thing I'm gonna have y'all do is write down each and every debt that you owe. Write down the interest rate, write down the minimum payment. Soft Life, welcome in, welcome in. Good evening. I like the new profile. You like the new profile pic, friend? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily art. You like it? You see part of the new, the rebrand, y'all. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm holding out. I'm seeing it's coming. Hello, Miss Diva. Welcome in, friend. Hey, friend. Where you been at, Miss Diva? Hey, friend. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Don't forget to grab your daily heart me. My little Grace is ashy, friend. Don't forget to get your daily heart me. Welcome in. I've been around. You've been around. You've been in these TT streets, friend. You've been in these TT streets. Okay, I could tell. Listen, the little Grace is grayed out, friend. LOL. Happy New Year. LOL. It's like, the heart me is grayed out. It's like it's been inactive, y'all. It's been inactive. But welcome in. You watched my live for 300 minutes, Miss Diana. Oh, you watched it for 300 minutes, friend. So yeah, y'all, in reference to your debt too as well, make sure you're writing it all down. Make sure you know the interest rates, the amounts, and the creditors. Kima, welcome in. And then let's say you say, Janine, I want to pay off 3 credit cards. I want you to add up all of the credit cards. Mia Moore, welcome in. Add up all the credit cards, you guys, the balances. And what you could do one or two things. You could do it again, divided by maybe the months in the year, or you can, the snowball method too as well, which is still still be the same thing when you do it. You paying the minimums or all of the 4 credit cards, and you are making sure that you put in each and every extra dollar to the one, to the first one, right? So let's say your first credit card is $500, and then the rest of them are like, $2,000, $4,000. Again, what you want to do is pay the minimums on all of the rest of the credit cards, and then the one that's the smallest amount, put everything to it, like everything, all your extra. So this is where it comes in to my healthcare folks, okay? Listen, as y'all know, during this time in the hospital, y'all know it's busy, okay? Y'all know in healthcare, this season right now is busy as I don't know what, okay? Y'all know those extra shifts is available, overtime, all of that for everybody, in healthcare. This is like the busiest time for most people because a lot of patients are sick and the census in the hospital is high. And what I used to do is look at the census, and it's usually high around this time. So this time it's like you can take advantage of maybe working some extra shift. God, Mayo, welcome in. You became the title gifter of the first time. Welcome in. Happy New Year, friend. Happy New Year. Again, you may want to take, take advantage of being able to do some overtime, to do some extra shifts, so you can, again, pay off the debt. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. Thank you so much, Ms. Eva, for grabbing your daily heart me. Truly appreciate you. So again, these are some of the debt strategies that we could be working on, you guys, for 2026. So what else? What we say? We was working on debt, okay? For all the new people that are here, I asked everybody in the chat to put one money goal that you want to work on this year of 2026. What is your one money goal? Some people said paying off debt. Some people said, maybe savings. Let me know. For all the new people are here, put it in the chat. What is one money goal that you want to work on in 2026? You're like, Janine, if I don't do anything, I want to do this. Guys, my y'all, thank you so much for the 2026s. What is that one money goal, y'all? 2026. And again, Vibrant Love, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Paying down credit card debt. And I feel like all of us, a lot of us, paying down credit, a lot of us, hey, friend, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. We are putting in the chat one thing that we want to focus on, one money goal that you have for 2026. I feel like a lot of us, is paying off credit card debt. That's what your girl is doing. Listen, I got 2 credit cards, you guys, this year that I am trying to tackle, that I am going to tackle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? I am definitely going to tackle. Megan, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching on the YT. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I am determined to pay these 2 credit cards off this year, you guys, but that's why your girl is grinding, adding more to my retirement. Nice. So this is my question, friend. When you say adding more to your retirement, is there a specific amount that you want to add this year? So maybe you say, you know what, Janine, I want to add maybe an extra 5,000. Maybe I want to add an extra 1,000. Gotta save more. Okay. And here's one of the things, Vibrant Love, that I said to another person in the chat. You said you got to save more, but do you want to be a little more specific on maybe how much you want to save this year? So maybe you say you want to save 1,000, maybe you want to save 3,000, maybe you want to save 5,000. I think that the more specific that we are with our goals, the better it is. That way it's more obtainable. 5,000, nice. So here's the thing that I would say. So if your goal is to save 5,000, let's just say you want to save it by the end of the year. One of the things that you can do is divide 5,000 by 12 months. And whatever that amount is, that way you now have a idea, or now you're aware that if you save this certain amount per month, then you're going to reach your goal of 5,000. So that's one of the things that I would say. The quick welcome in. Let me know who else. So we were talking about credit card debt. I want to contribute 50% of my checks to retirement. Whoa, that's a big number, friend. You said 50%. Okay, that's a big number, 50%. Now, this is my question. Is that a realistic goal for you? Can you live off of 50% of, I work 2 jobs? Okay, 417 per month. Okay, so see, Vibrant Love, see, now you are aware. Okay, now does 417 per month, does that seem like too high for you? Because see, now you're like, okay, woo, Janine, that seemed a little too high. And Beryl, you say you work 2 jobs. So now 50%. So maybe you may say, maybe you want to use one of the checks for just to go 50%, or are you doing 50% for the income combined? So let me know. Because you said I work 2 jobs too as well. So let me know. Where are we at? We at 31K, y'all. Oh, welcome. Let's see if we can get it to 50K, y'all. I got my little helper on. Vibrant Love, let me know if you're feeling like, ooh, 14, 17 a month. Is that too high for you? Is that too high? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. But one of the checks, my government job has better retirement benefit. That's a lot. Okay. So you said one of the check, so basically, okay. So, and I think, Beryl, that you do the same thing that I do as well. So you have one. So I have 2 jobs as well. So one job will take care of like my health insurance and all of that, and then the second job, I don't get health insurance or anything from there because it covers through the first job. So what I would recommend is maybe take the second job's income, but you said you want to fund it on your retirement account. So then I would look at which job retirement like matches better. Are you doing a match? Or let me know. Vibrant Love, you said that's a lot. I'm doing the same. Yes. Okay. So are you say, but you want to increase it to 50%. I will also look at the matches for both jobs. The Blind Truth, welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here, friend. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Welcome in. See, so Vibrant Love, this is a great thing, y'all. So sometimes, we have this, big number in our mind of like, oh, I want to save 5,000, or I want to do this. But sometimes when you are really specific, right, y'all, and you divide it by, 12 or whatever, then you're like, ooh, that's a little too much. So that's why I want you guys, Super Red E-Nerds, welcome back in, friend. Welcome back in. That's why I want you guys to be realistic with your money goals. Right? Because just like Vibrant Love, she like, ooh, Janine, $417 a month. That's a little too much for me. And again, the awareness is key. So maybe instead of you saying, "Oh, I want to save 5,000 this year," maybe it'd be 4,000, maybe it'll be 3,000. But we want to make sure that the goals are realistic. And that's why it's great to, again, make sure whatever goals that you have, like, for the savings, if if you want to save a certain amount by the end of the year, divide it by, every month, and really think, is that realistic for you? I like the suggestion of breaking it down by the month is more realistic. Yes, Miss Diva, yes. Because again, sometimes you can think about like, oh yeah, I could save 5,000. You know what I mean? Oh, I could save 10. Some people be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna save 10,000 in this year. Oh, thank you so much for the power. You know what I mean? And then you really break it down and say, okay, if I want to save 10,000 in a year, that's how much per month? And then you're like, ooh. I started breaking it down. I really want to live off my second job, which has no benefits. Oh, I like that, because then that means that check is higher. I get it. Look, listen, Beryl, listen, I'm picking up what you putting down, because your girl do the same exact thing. Now, I know you saying you trying to live off the second job, which is the higher pay, because the other job, the benefits come out of there. Now, I'm not at that point, friend. Okay. I'm not at that point where I could just live off one of the jobs, y'all. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Now, is that goals? Yes, it is goals. But your girl is not there yet. Both of them, I need both of them. Okay. We need both of them. Definitely, for sure. But I will say, though, having the second job allows me to put more money on my debt, y'all. Listen, if you are really trying to do some, Cassandra, welcome in, friend, welcome in. If you're trying to do some headway in reference to your debt, couple things I will recommend. Miss Johnson, welcome in. I probably said your name wrong. Welcome in. Couple things I will say, y'all. Listen, sometimes you be in a season where you got to grind. Okay, I'm in that season, y'all. Okay. If you really want to pay down your credit cards, look at your finances. Is it realistic? Can you realistically give $200 to $300, $500 extra, $1,000 extra a month to your debt? Can you realistically do that? Because that's when you really want to put some headway to these credit cards. That's where you really want to put some dents in there. Now, if you can't, which is okay, I want you to think about some things or ways that you want to increase your income. If you really trying to pay down your debt, I want you to think about some creative ways for you to increase your income. Because unfortunately, if you are really trying to pay down debt, and it really depends on where you are. Like, you know what I mean? You may say, you know what? Maybe I can do some overtime at my job. Maybe I have to pick up a side hustle. Maybe I would need to save $166 per check for 12 months. I am grinding and trying to keep my teenager on a budget. Listen, I love that, because I am doing the absolute same. I'm grinding as well. You're trying to keep your teenager on a budget. These teenagers, y'all. Woo, Jesus. I'm trying to keep all of them on a budget as well. Because I told y'all, if it was up to my kids, they would eat out every single day. That's just what it is. They want to eat out every day, all the time. So let me see. The Vibrant Love. Key, welcome in. Welcome in. Let me see. So Vibrant Love, is $166 more doable per paycheck for 12 months? Let me know. They are expensive. They are expensive, y'all. Let me know. So, they are expensive for sure. And that's why I'm telling my kids, I'm like, I just be telling them, listen, it's not on the budget, y'all. It's not on the budget. It's Angie, welcome in. But yeah, Vibrant Love, you said the 166, that, again, that's why I say you guys got to look at your numbers, and you got to, because I want you to have realistic goals. Angie, thank you so much for liking out the live. I want you to have the realistic goals going into 2026. I don't want you to, set yourself up almost for failure before we even start, y'all. I don't want y'all to do that. This is a little sticker. I don't want you guys to set yourself up for failure already. Let me see. Let's see, you guys. Dang, this draw. Yep. So let me know if you guys are getting some value in my live. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. I'm gonna be responsible. I need daily reminders. Angie, thank you so much for the follow, you guys. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate. Thank you so much for joining the fan club. Hey, friend, let me know. So again, 2026, y'all. Listen, we are trying to. Hi, hey, Angie, welcome and valuable information. Thank you so much, Angie. Welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Again, for all the new people that are here, you know, I did change the name too as well. I downloaded Ancestry. Okay, we found out. Oh, I changed the name too as well, y'all. Instead of me being the budget coach, I am the finance coach, y'all, because I feel like I do so much more than budgets. Okay. So, all the new people that are here, my name is Janine and I am a financial coach. I specialize in helping people get on a budget. Moms, get on a budget. I will take a look at what I can cut back on. Okay. Right, my love. Okay. So, if you say what you can look, but again, you don't want to deprive yourself too much. We kind of want to find a balance, right? Because doing the savings based off of deprivation it won't allow you to be successful long term. Dr. Keisha, welcome in. Oh, you see it, Ms. Leslie? Yes, you see it. Yes, change the bio, y'all, for all the new people that are here. Again, my name is Janine. I am a financial coach and I help moms get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt. So we talk about debt strategies here. We talk about saving strategies, and also we talk about budget. But again, for the people that have been here for a while, my name was the Christian Budget Coach. But hey, welcome in, Angie. Welcome in. I was, the Christian Budget Coach, which I still am the Christian Budget Coach, but it's like finances. Like, so finances could be so many things, right? Saving your money, getting out of debt. I stumbled across the money channel. I'm so glad that you are here. It's so many things that comes to just, finances. It's not just budgets. Okay. Some people come to me because they need help with, again, like student loan repayment and credit. Okay. I'm not a credit guru, y'all. I'm not a credit guru, but do I have some credit strategies that I definitely can help my clients with? Absolutely. So I just didn't want to really box myself into just the budget. So that's why I changed it to financial coach. So I'm truly excited for each and every one to be here. Also, too, for the new people, we are going to be starting off January strong with a savings challenge. It's going to be a free challenge for all of my community people. If you are interested in a savings challenge, let me know. Again, I know people were saying savings in the chat. Again, it's going to be a free PDF download for you guys to download. I am going to do a live where I'm going to show you exactly what you'll get when you download it. And it's going to be really simple, you guys. It's going to be something that you can print out and you can color in, and it's just going to motivate us to save. Okay. So again, if you are trying to save your money this year, if you're trying to do, if you want to do it with a community, maybe you want to think about becoming a super fan. Yep, y'all. Maybe you want to think about becoming a super fan. So if you're interested in becoming a super fan, we have 4 people in the community, you guys. If you feel like you want more value, more access to me, think about becoming a super fan. I don't make the prices, TikTok does. I know that super fans was on sale like a few weeks ago. But again, that will have, I think I'm gonna do some super fan only chats and lives for specifically for them, like whatever. And then also to seeing about like, maybe, the different topics or certain things that you want me to research, certain things you want me to help out for. I feel like, for majority of my lives will be like, just not basic stuff, but I always tell people personal finance is different for each and every one of us. So a lot of times, I'm saying general tips on here, but if you want deeper, specialized advice for your situation, you could become a super fan. You always can message me. I do have, links in the bio. Oh, y'all, I can't say certain things on here, but I do have links in the bio. Also, too, you guys, I am starting. I'm going to do a 30-minute interesting channel and stream. Oh, thank you so much. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm going to be doing a 30-minute money reset. So if you're interested in doing a money reset, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if you're like, you know what, Janine, I really just want to reset my money. I really want to do some things differently. I need to change my mindset around money. I need to change my mindset around money. Y'all, your mindset is everything. I promise you, your mindset is everything, especially walking into 2026. Hey, Lex, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Happy New Year. Yes, the money reset. Okay, Miss Leslie, you definitely got access, friend, to all of this stuff for sure. Thank you so much for your daily heart, me, Lex. Welcome in, welcome in. We were talking about one money goal we have for 2026, Lex. What is the one money goal you have, friend? Also, we doing it. I think I had told you, well, you may have been alive before. The savings challenge is coming. Savings challenge that we're starting next week. I'm gonna do a live where I will show you got money reset. Sounds interesting, does it? Yes. Let me know if you want more information about the money reset, you guys. That's one of the new things that I'm going to be offering my community. We will also be doing a free savings challenge. So if you want to get some more information about the savings challenge that we will be doing, that we were going to kick off next week, let me know. But yes, we need to reset our money. And I'm telling you, it starts with your mind. I just hear a lot of times people are like, America, welcome in. I need to save more. We all do. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. I want to do the savings challenge, Miss Diva. Yes, okay. I'm gonna send you the information, friend. Yes, me too. Oh, you want to do the savings challenge as well? Yes, the savings challenge is gonna be fun, y'all. It's definitely gonna be fun because it's like, when you're doing it by yourself and it's just like, oh, I need to save money and I need this, like, but when we are doing it together, okay, I'm gonna be like, every week, how much did y'all save? Bring out your little savings things. How much did y'all save this week? I want to know. Yes, please. I would like to know more about the reset and the savings. Okay. Send me a message, friend. Make sure you're on the YouTube. So if you can message me directly, can you message directly on YouTube? I don't even know. I think you can. Can you message people directly? I don't even know. I think you can message me directly on YouTube, or if not, I will look at the comment and I will see if I can send you the information. So I definitely will. Truly appreciate you. Yeah, I'm so excited, you guys, for the savings. Oh, thank you so much, Coach G7. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. So yeah, I'm so excited. Yes, I'm so excited, you guys, for again the savings challenge and the money reset, because we got to change our mindset when it comes down to our money. Again, I feel like I hear constantly for people like, I'm bad with money, I never can save, I'm never gonna get out of debt. You guys, we have to change our mindset around money. They say, I don't think I can message you directly. I could just comment on your post. Oh, okay, good. So then I'll be able to make sure that that I'll look at your comment, friend. I see you on YouTube. They say that we speak life and death through our tongue, you guys. You got to, like, and again, this is one of the things that I said for the people that wasn't watching or wasn't here in last year, which was like yesterday, right? We want to make sure that we speak in positivity when it comes down to our money, y'all. Any things that maybe haven't did the best money decision or financial decision in 2025, we want to leave them there, y'all. It is 2026, y'all. 2026, and we want to make sure that we're speaking life over our finances. So again, starting off the year with the savings challenge is going to be good. Again, making sure that we what I was about to say, the savings challenge, and the money reset, right? Resetting your money, but then also looking at things that we can do differently, right? What can we do differently this year? Right? What did you struggle with last year in reference to your money that you want to do differently this year? You like, you know what, Janine, like I just couldn't save. Like I just really need to learn how to save my money. Are you living the paycheck to paycheck life, right? Are you understanding what's coming in, what's coming out? Maybe we need to reduce your expenses a little bit. Maybe we need to up the income. Listen, sometimes, y'all, the season, like I said, sometimes it doesn't matter how much you reduce your income. I mean, you reduce your expenses, it's still not enough. So that's that, season, you have to make sure that you look into a side hustles that work. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I wouldn't, I always will be on here and tell you guys things that's going to, that realistically I've done. I didn't get here just budgeting the whole time, and I just, reduce my expenses, and that's how I got here. No, your girl had to work and grind. So again, this may be a season that you're in where you got to pick up an extra job. Listen, I definitely need a side hustle. Lex, and it's, listen, y'all, if I could tell you how many side hustles I have done. Okay, wait a minute. Your girl, I'm about to go down the list. Okay. Rebuild, welcome in, welcome in. Let me tell y'all what I've done. Your girl have done Uber. I have done Lyft. I have done pet sitting. I have done pet walking. Oh, Cindy, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for your daily heart, me friend. Let me see what else I've done. I've done Instacart. I have done Uber Eats. I have done, I'm trying to think, y'all. I need to message you. Listen, okay, your girl has done it all. Miss Deborah, welcome in, welcome in. I have done it all, y'all, okay? Side hustles and grinding help change my finances. Do y'all hear that? I'm going to pin that. Yes. Listen, do y'all hear? Bear, listen, she said, let me pin this comment. Side hustles and grinding help change her finances, y'all. And sometimes it don't matter how much you budget, how much you reduce the expenses, you still sometimes may not be bringing in enough. Now, again, like I said, this is not always the case for a lot of us, right? Because sometimes we overspending. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Thank you so much for the populars. I'm just gonna call a spade, y'all. I'm just gonna say it, okay? Thank you so much for the popular. Sometimes we may be overspending. Sometimes we make good money, and we may have to really reduce our spending, right? It may be that the case, but sometimes it's like it's not the spending, it's the income. So if it's not the spending and it's the income, y'all, right? Most times it's a spending problem. Rebuild her, yes, right. It could be a spending problem, right? Like you make good money on paper, but you like, how am I broke every time I get paid? Like, how am I still living check to check? And like I said, you guys, I remember when I hit the 6-figure mark, your girl was making over 100,000 and I had no emergency fund, no savings, no nothing. So don't always think that it's the money. That okay, when I make 100K, I'm going to be able to save. When I make 100K, I'm going to be able to get out of debt. That's not the case. That's not all the case. I know people, like I said, my healthcare workers, my nurses, my LPNs, my listen, I know y'all make great money. Listen, I know it. Doctors, hospitalists, all of the things, respiratory therapists, all of that. We have access to, extra shifts and all of the things. And just because you make the money does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to save, you're going to be able to get out of debt, you're going to do all the things. It does not mean it, y'all. So if you are waiting for a perfect time to be like, oh, you know what, when I hit the 100K mark, or I just need to make some more money, or I need to, no, y'all, because I'm telling you, I was at the 100K mark and still could not save a lick or a dime, okay? And it didn't make no sense. Girl, you make all of this money on paper and you still can't save no money because the spending was out of control. Yep, got to build those habits even with no money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, y'all? So that's why I say now, for some of us, like I said, I remember it was a season where my income was a problem. It just was. I had reduced all of the expenses as much as I could. And then I just had to make more money. So that's when these side hustles came into place. Teachers are on the struggle bus. Lex, when I tell you, friend, I understand. Friend, I understand. My first degree is in education, elementary education. And when I tell you, I tip my hat off to all of the teachers out there. Y'all underpaid for sure. It's so true. It all depends on where you live. NYC is expensive, making good money, but the city life, exactly. I listen to this financial podcast, and they say sometimes people, they make great money in NYC or in California, but then yet and still the cost of living is so high that, listen, you may have to move out of those those high expensive areas. You know what I mean? You have to maybe reevaluate it. But Lex, when I tell you, friend, I know y'all teachers are underpaid. That is one of the professions that I know that's honestly, Lex, for me. I remember getting my degree in teaching and looking at the salaries, and I pivoted to healthcare. I was like, yeah, you don't make enough money, especially Phyllis, welcoming, being a single mom of 3. I just could not. I was like, yeah, I'm just not. That's why we moved out of NYC. Rose, yes, NYC, y'all. Listen, those people that live in NYC, like, they be paying like what, 3, 4, probably $1,000 for a small 800 square foot apartment. It's crowded in NYC. I was like, listen, I like to love, I love to go visit NYC, but I'm not living there. No, definitely consider other options. Yes, Lex, I did. I was like, at the time my kids were so small, Lex, and I was like, remember looking into teaching, and I was like, they get paid what? I was like, a new teacher gets what? I said, like, what? I said, I can't survive off of that. I can't survive off that money. I was a single mom of 3, y'all. I was like, Lord, no, I can't do it. And I pivoted to healthcare. I did. Yeah. I had a lot of teachers in my family. My grandma was a teacher. My aunt was a teacher. So a lot of the people in my family was like, you definitely could do the teaching, this. And I'm just like, Cindy, thank you so much for the repost. And again, I was like, they get what? And I'm like, make what? I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do it. And I can't do it. And I had to pivot. So in healthcare, as you guys know, we had a little studio apartment for $1,500 with 2 kids. Rose. 1,500 with 2 kids. If it weren't for my job city, I would relocate. Yes. Oh, Farrell, listen, I know. Listen, and that's one of the things why I went into healthcare, y'all, because I feel like with healthcare, no matter where you go, right? No matter what city you're in, you always going to need a nurse. You always going to need a doctor. You always going to need a respiratory therapist, whatever the case in healthcare. You always are going to need them regardless of the state. Now, again, the pay is different, of course, right? But it's just so easy for you to find a job, y'all. Once I started in healthcare, and I probably, I live in Philly, y'all, and I probably worked at every single hospital in the city of Philadelphia, probably every one of them. Like, probably, but let's say if it's 10 hospitals in the city of Philadelphia or 15 hospitals, I probably worked at 14 of them, right? Because it just is like, and then, when you in healthcare, when you can move around, because you could be like, listen, this job paid me this, you can negotiate the salary, because once you get that experience, you like, yeah, I'm not making this, or I know I got the experience and I know this hospital over here is going to pay me more. So let me know what you're going to do. Because they always need her. Healthcare is definitely one of those type of profession, you guys, that they always are going to need you regardless of it. Just like during COVID, I worked every single day during COVID, y'all. Okay. And it was a very, very hard time for everybody in healthcare. It was one of the hardest times, but guess what? It was very hard to see, but they paid the healthcare workers triple. Like, when I tell you, if you was in healthcare during COVID, man, you probably seen the most money you probably will ever see. Because I know I did, y'all. Like, they paid us so much money, but we dealt with a lot, though. I ain't gonna lie. Our life was on the line. A lot of people, but it's one of those type of professions. I even tell my kids, like, healthcare is one of those things where you just always will have a job. no matter what it is. I don't care. Even if you're in housekeeping, even if you're, a CNA or a PCA, you always going to be needed. I don't care what anybody says. And everybody, all the positions in the hospital, you need them. You need them all. You need the housekeeper, you need the PCA, you need the telemetry clerk, you need all of them. So, that's one of the reasons why I went in healthcare. But the side hustles, y'all, listen. Again, this may be a season where we got to do the side hustles. One of the things too that I would say, you guys, for the people that are thinking about maybe doing a side hustle, one of the couple lucrative side hustles that I would say to do. Number one, I would say Instacart. Instacart, you guys, is one of the top side hustles that I did that was like really, really lucrative. Now, if you don't mind to shop for for somebody else, and you don't mind going in the grocery store, I would tell you to do Instacart. I remember me doing Instacart and me doing like 2 to 3 orders, and I made 150. So 2 to 3 orders, you learn the market, and Instacart has like an app where once you get the order, it'll tell you the aisle that the item is in. So basically, you're going into the supermarket, somebody orders, from Walmart, or they order from Giant or whatever, and you're going into the supermarket, you're getting all their items, you scanning it in the app, and then you're taking it to their home. So listen, y'all, I need a side hustle I could do with my little people. Listen, Lex, I used to do it with yes, I did. I used to do it with my son. Lex, now I know you, the ones that are a little bit younger. So I used to do, because this is what we used to do, Lex. We used to, I would go into the grocery store and I would shop the, the order. And then, by time, but your little people, I don't know if they little though, Lex. My son would we would drive up to the house and he would just take the packages. Take the orders to the house. Like I would be sitting right there and he would take them, or he will help me. Like it wouldn't just be him. He would help me. So that's one of the things. Another thing, Lex, that I did that probably could incorporate the kids. I don't know if you're a dog person or if you're a pet person. My sons were so super excited because we have a dog, and we watched a dog for 3 days, and I made $500 in 3 days for watching a dog. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you're a dog person. See you later, friend. All right, see you later. Happy New Year, friend. Happy New Year. Wow. Yes. So there are still lucrative things that you could do with the kids. And I feel like maybe the pet sitting would be a little bit more, because I think your kids are a little bit younger. Like if they're okay if you're, and they not only they had majority dogs, but they had like cats on there too. So you can watch a cat if you but I think they pay you more for a 3 and 5. Yeah, that's what I figured, Lex. Yeah. So if you're a dog person, then pet sitting maybe. I would say with the shopping with the 3 to 5 year olds, like oof. Yeah, they probably, I could just remember my 3 to 5, they they busy. You got to keep them busy. So I feel like they would be probably a little distracting. I feel like my son was a little older. He was like a teenager. So, but the pet sitting may work. That may work. Like if they like dogs, maybe, say, hey, we babysitting, a new dog or whatever. If they like, dogs, if they're not really used to a dog, then maybe that would be different. But then hold up, but wait. I don't know if you guys downloaded my 15 side hustle guide. Did y'all download that? Because here's another thing, Lex, too, because since you are in teaching, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking about it. Since you're in teaching, maybe do online tutoring on the side. Or maybe a virtual assistant. That's another thing. Me and please welcome in where that's at. Oh, Lex, listen. It's in the BIO, friend, okay? BIO, click on where it says STA STEAM. Go down to the freebies all the way at the bottom. It says 15 side hustle guide. It has it in there. Virtual assistant is another one. I know somebody that was getting $3,000 a month to be a virtual assistant. And the only thing they did was do like scheduling for the business, like, for small businesses. They did like, what else did they do? Like, administrative tasks. Virtual assistants is another one. But the guide, it has a virtual assistant in there. There has the Instacart in there and another thing. So, but you are teaching you, Lex, I would definitely be doing like some online tutoring, because what you want to do is make sure you're getting an ROI. Yes, I need to check that out. Yes. You want to make sure you're doing an ROI. The skills that you already have, I will be making sure that I maximize on it. So, Instacart with the little ones, I may not do, but I definitely will be doing something that's like a virtual assistant, or if you could tutor on the side, or something like that, where maybe you can charge a little bit more and it'd be worth your while. Tutoring would be great. Yes, Lex, I would definitely, we always need a tutor. People always need a tutor, and they definitely want to trust you because you're a teacher. Brandy, welcome in. So we are talking about side hustles, you guys. Again, this whole conversation stemmed from things that whatever you're trying to work on, what money goal that you have in 2026. And again, if you're trying to pay off some credit card debt, if you're trying to save some money, if you're trying to get on a budget, sometimes it may mean to increase your income. And then sometimes it may be we need to look at this spending. So it could be one of the two. It could be one or the two. So we were just talking about different side hustles that you can do. I feel like your girl has done each and every one of them. I haven't done a virtual assistant, but I know about that. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, if I had any more time in my day, I would do it. But I feel like I need a virtual assistant at this point, y'all. I need to hire one. Okay. But again, you guys, I know it's I sent 200 comments in your live. Oh, you sent 200 comments, Lex. Oh my gosh. Truly appreciate you guys. 29 minutes. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, Lex, you reach a level 11, friend. I don't know why my phone just tilted. You reach a level 11, friend. Thank you so much. If you guys have gotten value in my room, thank you so much for being here. I don't know how this like twisted, but truly appreciate you guys. And if you can help me out with the confetti goal, you guys, I think I need like maybe one more of these confettis to reach my goal. Oh, that's the other goal. Let me change that. Let me see if I could change that, you guys. Let me see. Let me know. Let me change that. The happy. Oh yeah. Let me change that. No, that. Let me edit that. I want to edit that. No. Let me edit it. Let's see, you guys. If you again have gotten value from my live tonight, thank you so much for being here. Oh, these confettis. If you could help me out with my confetti goal, you guys, it would be greatly appreciated. Truly appreciated, you guys. If you could help me out with my confetti goal, if you can, let me know. If you can't, it's okay. But again, you guys, the reset for 2026, you guys, again. So the schedule kind of is going to be changed, as y'all see in the bio. It's a new one. I think I will be on here. Will I be on here tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Friday? I might. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I may be on here tomorrow, but Monday through Thursday, look out for this. And we are going to be talking some new things, y'all. And next week, the lives, the topics will be some new ones. Not really new ones, but it'll just be a little different. It'd be a little different. Who is like, I'm totally not ready to go back to work tomorrow, y'all. Like, I'm just saying. Let me just say that I'm totally not wanting to go back to work. I'm just going to say that. But truly appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. Make sure you guys grab your daily heart me. Let me see. It is late on Esau Rose. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. Good. All right. Let me know if you guys have any more questions for me. Again, make sure I seen everybody in the chat that said about the savings goal. I will make sure that I'm getting that information out to you guys. Okay. The savings goal is definitely coming. I promise y'all. It's definitely coming. Y'all, it definitely is. I'm in this like new league, the C4, y'all. So this little C league is like, it's a little bit. But truly appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. Let me know. I'm towards the end of the live. How long I've been on here, y'all? How long your girl been on here? Deborah, welcome back in, friend. Welcome back in. Thank you so much for liking out the live. Yo, my phone is Happy New Year. Happy New Year, friend. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We were talking about, I see the new profile pic. You see it? Yes. You see it, friend? Movie Geek. Welcome in. Welcome in. You see it, Deborah? Yes. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily army, friend. You know, I said the changes is coming. Y'all know, I've been saying it to my little community. Like, listen, it's coming. Yes. The changes, rolling out a movie geek. Welcome in. Yes. Yep. The profile is different. The picture is different. I think I'm gonna do like a video because I got some behind the scene. I had some behind the scenes footage for my for the photo shoot. So I think I'm gonna do a video on that, to bring y'all behind the scenes how it was. It was so cool. Such a cool photo shoot. So definitely that's just one picture, y'all. I got like 58 of them. Okay. But I'm rolling them out slowly and surely. But I think the website, you'll be able to see more. You'll be able to see more once the website is live. So truly appreciate that. I'm, so super excited. I changed it on like all of the social medias, changed the name as well. I am a Christian finance coach. Okay. You're a financial coach. I couldn't put financial because it was too long. So I put finance, but financial coach. And, as finances, y'all know it's so many different areas in reference to your finances. So again, truly appreciate everyone for being here. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you guys. Change is necessary for your money in 2026. Again, I hope you guys got some value from this live. Boy, mom, welcome in. I hope you guys learned some things. Again, next week, look for, there's going to be some new and exciting topics, you guys, new things that will be coming down, the pipe this year. So I'm just super excited for all of the changes. I'm excited for the rebrand. Thank you so much for being patient with your girl, for being here, for being on my live, watching, being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you guys so much. 2026, y'all, is going to be our year for your finances, for you to level up, for you to get out of debt, for you to save your money. Whatever you are asking God for this year, I am praying for each and every one of us, you guys. And as you guys know, I always end with a prayer. And I'm going to say this prayer, this closing prayer. God, we thank you for this new season, oh God, and fresh clarity. Give us the courage to shift when you call us to move. Help us release what no longer serves us and trust you with what is ahead. Cover our finances with wisdom, peace, and grace, oh God. In Jesus' name, I pray all of these things. Amen. For everybody watching on the YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys on here. Again, I hope that amen. I hope that you guys got some value from this live. Amen. Yes. I hope you guys learned some things. Look out for all of the upcoming things that is coming down the pipe this year. I am super excited. I want to serve you guys as much as I can. And as you always know, I want you guys to remember, budget with faith and prosper with grace. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.